back to more Shadow Hearts Phantom of Chapter 12, the last one. I already did half of it, but it's really stressing me out, so I don't really know what to do, but I hope you guys enjoy.
Good job. But the way up to the main building of Fernandez's finca won't be that easy. Myra, I suggest you infiltrate the security center first. It's located in that little shed between the main building and the guest house. Deactivate the alarm system and the cameras of the estate. Don't allow anyone to identify you as an intruder before the alarm system is deactivated. You should also silently take out as many guards as possible in and around the security center, so that it won't be that crowded for Aaron when he moves towards the guest house.
What the? Someone moving around out there? Crap! Crap! Hello? Oh, man. Let's deal with this. Did you check the area?
Yeah, all clear. No signs of disturbance.
Good. Be careful, though. They might appear without warning. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to see things. Hey, what the fuck? shit.
I think they were made in China. Now, the other ones were made in Russia.
They're just so much more precise.
Probably cheaper.
Looks like there's nothing here. Better go. Check it out. What the hell? What the? What's that? I think I'm starting to see things. What the?
Perfect. Aaron, the alarm system is now offline. Get access to the guest house and look for a good observation point of the main building. But do not get too close to the main building. Otherwise, the guards of the finca will notice you.
What about the guards in the
Since they can't set off an alarm anymore, you may fire at will. But don't use any explosives. Too noisy.
What's this doing?
You should have an excellent view of the main building from here. Try to find out where the meeting is taking place. But don't get trigger happy. Do not shoot before I order you to do so. Repeat. Do not fire until you have clearance.
Roger that. I have located the meeting. It takes place on the second floor at the southern terrace.
Audio-visual contact?
Negative. No audio. And with the roar of the ocean, we can forget about direct mics. But I have a straight view and a clear field of fire on all three targets. However, Cerberus.
How the hell did I get spotted?
should have an excellent view of the main building from here. Try to find out where the meeting is taking place. But don't get trigger happy. Do not shoot before I order you to do so. Repeat. Do not fire until you have clearance.
Roger that. I have located the meeting. It takes place on the second floor at the southern terrace.
Audio-visual contact?
Negative. No audio. And with the roar of the ocean, we can forget about direct mics. But I have a straight view and a clear field of fire on all three targets. However, Cerberus is sitting with his back towards me. I can't identify.
We need evidence before we strike. Myra, get as close to the meeting as possible. And try to witness the conversation.
Okay.
Hold on. I got some activity at the garage. Myra, you should be able to slip into the main building through there.
This is as far as I got. Really, right now? Come on.
She vanished like a phantom.
You never know. Maybe she's already here.
Such a coward.
You piece of shit!
Huge.
I didn't know they were in China. All the other ones were. Yeah, they're probably.
Hey, what the...
Very standard.
I think I'm starting to see things.
Hey, you got a cigarette?
Hey, what the...
What's up?
Nothing. All quiet.
Good.
Hopefully. Otherwise,
Wait a minute. What the...
Since that unpleasant incident in Dubai, I prefer to hold conferences at my own place. Nothing against your security man, Mr. Flakonov. Still, with my brave troops guarding the area, a disaster like that would never have happened.
I won't disagree with you. No place like home, right? But at least we were able to catch one of the two intruders in Dubai.
True. We have brought that charming lady to the Castillo. As per your request, Mr. Flakonov, she will be taken here later this evening.
I'm looking forward to that surprise.
Gentlemen, do you mind if we quit talking about women and start talking business?
Sure. As you know, Senor Fernandez has a strong interest in the Raven technology. I have already explained to him that we have to do a number of tests before we can start shipping the processors. However, I thought it would be a good idea if you talk directly to Senor Fernandez about the details.
Senor Fernandez, as a rule, I usually don't talk directly to our end customers about delivery dates, but since you're a very important client, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule. Mr. Vladkanov has already briefed me about the details, and we have gratefully received your down payment. However, there is an issue which I would like to address. The lab that produces the Raven processors hasn't found a final solution to certain thermal problems of the processors, which occur during continuous use under extreme conditions. The problem is the high energy consumption of the processor combined with the hot climates of the territories where the technology will mostly be deployed. This is also true for Cuba. I'm afraid you'll have to wait for at least another 2 weeks before we'll be able to deliver the desired quantity of processors.
Are you saying that you have come here empty-handed? I must have these processors now. I need them to finally liberate Cuba from the plague of imperialism. Why don't you give the job to a more competent laboratory?
Senor Fernandez, as much as I do understand your political vision for Cuba, you need to understand that we're not talking about standard hardware here, but about a secret military stealth processor. So far, there's only one laboratory in the world that can produce the Raven processor.
I don't want to hear that. I need these processors, and I need them now.
Actually, Cerberus is right. There's only one lab that can produce the processor, and that laboratory is operated by the U.S. military and is rated above top secret. I think we heard enough. Aaron, take down Vladkanov and Fernandez. Myra, detain our anonymous friend once Vladkanov and Fernandez are down.
Affirmative. Stop. Stop right there.
Myra Lee.
Myra, did you catch him? Myra? Come in. What's going on?
What's the status?
No idea. I took down Fernandez and Vladkanov. Everything went as planned. I suddenly lost contact with Myra.
Is the black helicopter still there?
Positive. It's on the pad. Perhaps Myra was able to neutralize the pilot.
Okay. This means that Cerberus is still inside the building. Alvarez, search for Myra. Find out what the hell is going on.
On the way. God. Are you okay? Hey, you back there. Get down. Down!
Aaron, drop the gun.
What? What the hell?
Aaron, I'm serious. Drop the gun now.
What the fuck? What's going on here?
Well, this must be Captain Alvarez, Aaron Alvarez. I've followed your career with quite some interest. You and your partner have performed incredibly well. The job in Somalia, your intrusion in Dubai, even here in Cuba you got involved for the good guys. I guess killing Fernandez sealed the end of the Red Order. Tito Chavez will be happy to hear that. My deepest respects.
Well, fuck you. Who are you?
Who am I? Does it really matter?
Cerberus.
Ah. Now, let me ask you a few questions. What do you think will be the outcome of your allegedly heroic efforts? Do you really think the world will change if you send a guy like Kim Hussein to hell? If you kill a manic dictator like Fernandez, or if you ruin the business of a scumbag like Latkonov? No way. For every atrocity averted, 10 more will happen somewhere else in the world. For each African dictator killed with, how should I put it, a high degree of moral flexibility, 10 other potential warlords are born somewhere else on that doomed continent. Each of them with an insatiable hunger for power and the ability to do whatever's necessary to enforce their reckless goals. For every dead arms dealer, there are 10 more who are waiting to take over his customers, each of them even more cold-blooded and greedier than the previous one. And even though you, Mr. Alvarez, know all that, you still believe you and your rifle can make a difference? Come on, don't be so self-righteous. How about a little more flexibility? How about a little more balance and live and let live? Did you know that some of the people behind the ISA, behind your missions, and behind the so-called war against terrorism are the same people who pay incredible amounts of money to people like me to do their business? A paradox, you say? Well, it's not. You see, it's all about balance. A balance of power. Who's going to sell weapons to unpopular political affiliates of the U.S.? Who else but so-called illegal arms dealers? What if that evil Magda's enemies are the enemies of the U.S. too? Should the U.S. start a war of its own? Why, it's so much easier to allow Magda access to the weapons he wants. Let Magda take care of the bad guys, assuming there's somebody who knows who the real bad guys are. Because some other time it might just be in everyone's interest to keep the status quo alive. Pirates off the Somali coastline? Well, great. The former official bad guys are close to extinction anyway. Let's just create some new bad guys to justify our defense budgets and the existence of our arms industry. This is where I come in. My work not only creates jobs in the U.S., but also, in the case of Fernandez, gets us a secure situation on the border between the U.S. and Cuba. Well, you see, indirectly, you and I are playing for the same team. One in the light, the other in the dark. Although it's not always easy to tell who fights in the dark. Things are so terribly confusing these days. Don't you agree? Here's some advice. Deal with the fact that the world works the way it does. Once you understand that, you may begin to get really, really comfortable on this little planet. Life doesn't necessarily need to be all bad and confusing. My life, for instance, has become so much enjoyable today since I found someone I lost a long, long time ago.
Myra. No.
I'm sorry.
Myra.
Wow, really? That was the end? So that Miss Myra is the traitor. I thought it was the captain. Let me see if I can skip this. Nope, I cannot. Shoot. Alright, so I'm just gonna let the credits play. My review or thoughts about this game. I would give it a 7 out of 10 rating. I don't have any complaints about this, but I guess the story's alright. It was pretty long. So thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and